Like any other student, my journey began in 10th standard. As I started researching into commerce, I realized I like money and it would be good to try something around money. And I got to know, I decided let's go with what is best in the commerce field. And hello, welcome to SARAMBH Talks, a channel dedicated to motivation, inspiration, and learning. Today I'm here as Aditi Manorkar, a chartered accountant, going to share a student's journey with you all and share my experiences in a way. Today I am going to answer three questions that we have. And as we go through the journey, I'm sure most of you all could resonate with me as a student. The first one, how does a student's pursuit or career pursuit begins? Second, along the way, what are some of the learning or lessons that can be handy as you go along the journey as a student? Third, we have what is the one constant lesson or one constant that is going to sustain and nurture the student throughout. So let's begin. Like any other student, my journey began in 10th standard, where there was a lot of excitement and anxiety because 10th is like the first major boards exam. On the other hand, there was also a lot of confusion about what stream to choose, whether it's science, it's commerce, or arts. And while some of the students are like quite sorted, they would want to be a designer or a journalist or some research scientist. But for others and most of us, it's it can be a little tricky. And I'm going to share a method that helped me, and I guess it might help you too. It's called the deductive method. What you do is here, we deduct and eliminate the choices that don't click with us straight away. Just eliminate them and move on and focus all your energy on what residue remains after that. And that is what I did. So science, I never liked science. And art was something I could not relate to much. So I eliminated them in a go. As I started researching into commerce, I realized I like money and it would be good to try something around money. And I got to know, I decided let's go with what is best in the commerce field. And I came across chartered accountancy. There were other courses which are very good in this field, but I chose chartered accountancy. And that's how I came to choose chartered accountancy. Now, that's one of the methods that a student could try. This is how I got my fire, right? And this fire element that it's very important. It is like a burning desire, a passion, or some goal that as a student that pushes us to do whatever it takes. So as a first step to begin a journey, finding and choosing and seeking this fire element is going to be the beginning, right? That answers our first question. Moving on to the next part of the journey, right? 10th is sorted. Now we have 11, 12, all the entrance exams that we have, right? We have CA Foundation or CAT, CET, JEE mains, NEET, SATs. There are so many of these. And these entrance exams are like the first cracking point, the first hurdle to get started your career. Along with that, there is the student life of fest, competitions, and the campus life, and all of this. All of this is part of the experience, right? And as a student goes through this experience, this 3 to 4 years of experience, I'm going to share some lessons or nuskes, that can become very handy to sustain through this journey. The first one is, and I'm going to introduce another element that can be useful here, is water. The first one is, you embrace your nature and keep flowing just as the water does. Um, if you see, the water keeps flowing, if there is a big boulder in its way, the water won't stop, will it? It won't. What it does, it finds its way around the boulder and it keeps flowing. Why does it do that? Because it's in the nature of the water. It's in its nature. It accepts it and it keeps flowing. Similarly, now I'll tell you how that philosophy helped me. During my classes time, I used to be in the classes so I used to attend the college from 7 to 11. Then I had my CA classes from 1 p.m. to 9. So entire day used to be in the classes. And the teachers were uh, kind of bombarding that you need to study for 12 to 16 hours every day. 2 hours of revision is a must. No movies, no hanging out with friends, no relationships, nothing. Just study, study, study. And I'm sure, as it is in a CA journey, it is in most of the classes, that is what happens. And I did that. I was fully committed. I did that. And I had to stop. I got sick. I got drained. I had to stop somewhere. As I was recovering from my sickness, I had to start slow. Cannot pace up immediately. I had to start slow, and I did that, and that really helped me. Now, after 5 years, when I look back at that, what I realize is what I was actually doing at that time was embracing myself of who I am. I am a person, it's in my nature to have a good sleep. I cannot get up early and sleep late after doing revision and have a half sleep. So it's in my nature to have a good 8 hours of sleep. And it's in my nature to watch movies. It's in my nature to have entertainment. 1 or 2 hours of 2 to 3 hours of movie, some part of the week. It's in my nature to have that. Again, I accepted that I am a slow learner. It takes time for me to register a concept, but once I do that, I will get started. But I need to accept it. I need to go slow. So embracing who I am and then flowing really helped me. So as a student, it's really important to embrace whatever is your nature. You are very fast, you might be very quick, and or you might be slow. You might compare yourself. You might not be comfortable with any subject. It's fine. Take it slow, embrace who you are, and then just flow, right? Second, water magic is about being open and flexible like water. So if you see water, if you pour it in a glass, it takes the form of a glass. And if you pour it in a pot, it will take the form of the pot. Just like that. So because it does that, because no matter in what situation or environment the water is in, it will it will change its shape and form. It can be a liquid or gas or a solid, depending on its situation. So just like that, if we are open and flexible and receptive, it is the best way to grow. And another example of how that helped me during my journey is how I became receptive and flexible is through the online mode, because my journey came during the time of COVID. So it was through LinkedIn and through YouTube, right? So I was so for some of you that are not aware of LinkedIn, LinkedIn is nothing but a professional networking site where you can connect with your peers or someone from other fields as well. So it is a very good networking site, and I would suggest any student who is in the second or third year of graduation, or 19 to 20 years of old, you should definitely create a LinkedIn account and get started there. Coming back. So I began my LinkedIn, and I saw that world, that these platforms helped me to realize that there is a world beyond CA. I got to know that the value of my field. I understood that what other certifications can complement my degree. I understood what are other courses that I can do instead of CA, right? And that kind of lightened me. I was like, okay, CA is not the end of the world. There are other similar courses that I can do, and that really lightened me. I had a plan B. So being open and flexible, they're not being rigid to just one thing, really lightened me. And it actually, I became more receptive, flexible, and it helped me grow in a way. So being open and flexible really helps you there. Coming to the third water magic element is the resiliency that water shows. It falls, but it bounces back. So no matter from what height the water is falling, it won't stop there. It will fall and just keep find its way and go ahead. So that is what we can take is the resiliency of water. Now again, connecting it to some of my experience, how that helped me is uh, uh, in my college, the college that I was in did not have a very good placements program, right? Which are needed for my CA articleship and internship. So did that make me stop, or did that make me, discouraged? No, it did not. I went on to LinkedIn, I connected with folks, I was persistent, I followed with them day and night, and I was resilient. I had to seek and go where I wanted to be. And finally, one day, I got a call for an interview at a big four accounting firm. And fortunately, I also got into it, right? So as a student, there might be, you might have to balance a lot of stuff. There is personal life, there is family functions and reunions, and there might be, you might have some hobbies or some sports interest, and and studies is the constant. Along all of this, it's really important for you to be resilient. Do all of those, do all of that, because that develops you as a person. Do all of that, be resilient, seek what you are looking for, be a fighter. That's the best thing I would say. And here I would like to quote a famous Rumi's proverb that says, what you seek is seeking you, right? So don't stop there. Keep that as your motivator. Keep fighting, and just seek and gain more perspectives, and just keep flowing ahead, right? And these three elements that we saw, right, of water: embracing, embracing who you are, what your nature is. Second, being open and flexible, being open to criticisms, being open to new experiences, everything. And third, being resilient. These are the very important things that water element can teach us and are important during the journey. We have answered two of our main questions. Coming to the third one, what is the constant during all of this that sustains and nourishes your journey? And that is the earth element, right? Now, what is earth? Earth is something that nourishes you. It's a support system, right? Uh, the earth creates the environment that can that gives the growth of these qualities of fire and water. Without earth, there would not be any water or fire, right? And who is this earth in our journey? It is our support system. It is our parents, it is our teachers, it is our relationships, it is our friends, it is our colleagues, everywhere, that all those people that are there to stand behind you when you really need them and correct you when you're losing your directions. So, having these people around you and realizing their importance is very essential. Now, how that helped me again. So during this journey can be quite exhausting, and what all you have to do is spend some time with your parents, go on a small trip, watch a good movie, uh, Go in a random debate with your friend, uh, talk on random things, and just spend some time, a day or two with them, right? And that just refreshes you, right? And that's the importance of these people in our life. I have an immense gratitude to all of these people in my life, and it's really important during the times that we are feeling a little depressed or sad. These support the earth, the support systems are actually our blessings, and we need to count them in to feel better, right? And that is how I'm going to conclude today's talk. We had three questions in the beginning. We connected them to these three important elements: fire, water, and earth. So the fire element is what ignites your purpose. Water is something that guides you through the purpose. And finally, earth is something that is going to sustain you throughout this journey. And as a student, while these three elements are important, but when I say student, it's not limited to the classroom student, right? It goes quite beyond that. And here, I would like to say, taking something away from these three elements beyond the classroom, right? Because at the end, it's as an individual, it's important for us to be students, to be learners for life, and having these three elements guide you all throughout. And thank you so much. That's all from me. Thank you for this opportunity, Sarambha Talks, to have me here today. And thank you for listening and through the end with me. If you are able to relate to me or learn something out of this, please like and share with this, and hope we all grow together.